Is this Hannah looking marginally okay? It is, but let's not get used to it because it took me forever. These lashes took 20 minutes to put on. 20 minutes. Let's go. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Hannah here from CosyCaitlin. This week I am doing part 2 of my empties. I did part 1 a couple of weeks ago and that was my skincare and body care items. This week I'm doing my makeup empties, which I have stored in this makeup bag here. I am in a slightly different position this week as well. I'm still in my bedroom. You've still got my bed in the background. I've just twisted slightly. I've chosen to film this in the middle of the afternoon for some reason. The sun is right outside my window and it's just in my eyes, and like you can see this sun bit here, it's just everywhere. So I've just twisted slightly so that that doesn't disrupt the video too much. So I hope that's okay, but it should hopefully be back to normal next week. So the first things that I'm going to go through from my empties are foundations. Now there's 3 here, 2, like these 2 are the same and this one's obviously a different brand, so I'll do this one first. This is the B Cosmetics Be Flawless Complete Coverage Foundation. B is Superdrug's own brand. They do makeup and skincare, all that kind of thing. I did talk about some of the skincare in my previous empties, but this is the foundation. So it worked well. The coverage was okay, it wasn't exceptional, and I wasn't extremely impressed because otherwise I would have repurchased it. But to try it out, I was going through a bit of a phase of trying different foundations. This one was perfect and I have completely emptied it. Now the other 2 foundations that I have empties of are the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-hour foundation with Comfort Serum. So it's the Skin Perfecting Full Coverage Foundation. So I've got 2 of these. They're both in different shades. So this one is 200 Soft Beige and this one just says Classic Beige, which doesn't have a number, but I know I have another one of these ones. Oh no, I have another one of the 200, so I don't know what number the other one is, but it's Classic Beige. I originally bought the Classic Beige as just a regular everyday foundation. I love this foundation. It's so good. The coverage is amazing. It lasts all day, like while I'm working and things. As you can tell by the fact I've got 2 empties here and a full one here as well. Now the reason I've got this in 2 different shades is I originally bought the Classic Beige as my first foundation, used that up, and I always thought the colour was off, but I couldn't remember what colour I bought when I went to repurchase, so I got the slightly different one with the soft beige, and this colour matched perfectly. Like my skin tone and everything, this was perfect. So although I've tried both, the 200 Soft Beige is my colour, definitely. I've got that one in my drawers now. I've kind of stocked up on that. But yeah, this is such a good foundation. I know that there is a couple of other people talking about it at the minute as well. But yeah, really good, really affordable, and it, like, you literally just buy it from Boots or Superdrug. So good. I've now got 3 concealers. Again, 2 of them are the same one, just in different shades. And then I've got another one of a different brand. So this is the Rimmel Wake Me Up Anti-Fatigue Effect and Radiant Glow Concealer. As you can tell, it's just completely empty. Has this still got the shade on it? So this hasn't still got the shade on it. I don't even know where the shade's written. It might have been on something that I pulled off. But this I used as an under eye concealer. It worked really well. It was really nice coverage, and yeah, I just really liked it. I'm trying quite a few different concealers at the moment, so I haven't repurchased this, but it was good. It wasn't outstanding, you know, it was still just a concealer, but yeah, it did the job, so that was a good one. And then I've got these 2 which look so scabby. I do apologise for my state of these, like all these empties. And these are the Maybelline Fit concealers. I think that's what they are. They definitely say Maybelline on. So in this one I can see Maybelline, and this one I can see Fit Me. Everything else I can't really read. But yeah, these are the Maybelline Fit Me concealers. I've got these in 2 different shades. So the only one that's got the number left on it is the number 20, which I used as a face concealer. And then I used the other one, which is a much lighter shade. I don't know if the camera will pick up how different they are. But I used the lighter shade for under my eyes and then number 20 for face. These weren't amazing. The coverage on them isn't the best. It was quite a light coverage, and I do like a really thick, like, a thick, good coverage, because I have quite a few blemishes and things that I like to cover up, and especially under eyes. I've got the genetic dark circles, the sleep deprived circles, I've got everything. So I do like to have ones that are going to cover those up quite well and brighten it, hide the blemishes. So these were okay. I don't like buying new products if I haven't used them up, which is why these are completely empty, but I don't think I would repurchase these. They were alright, and if you're looking for a concealer where the coverage isn't like super thick or anything, they're great, but that's just the kind of concealer that I like. And then two other face items that I have. I've got a primer, which is the Rimmel London Stay Matte Primer. I got this in 003. I don't know if you can have a shade for a primer, but this is what this one was. I got this reduced from a local supermarket because it had some nail varnish like on the bottle. So I think I actually picked this up for like £2 or something, which was why I bought it in the first place. I absolutely love this primer. This is the best primer I've ever tried, and every time I went back to repurchase it, it's throwing my colouring off completely, but every time I went back to repurchase this, they just didn't have it in stock anywhere, and I think I went back a good few times, and I went back in store down south and when I was back at home up north, and I just couldn't find it. I need to go back on the hunt for it actually. This is so good because it's a matte primer. I do get oily throughout the day, so I find using a primer really useful, but it doesn't last all day. This is the only one that I've tried where it feels like it does last all day. My makeup stays on really well, it goes on really well in the first place, and it just makes my skin look so much better. It just closes all my pores and it just makes it look so good. I used this every single time I went on a night out, and I just felt like it made my makeup amazing. So yeah, I love this. I really need to go find this again and repurchase it, which this video has just reminded me. And then the last item for the face is a powder. I do apologise for this light situation, but this is the B Cosmetics again. So this is Superdrug's own brand, and it is just a completely empty kind of setting powder. It did have a colour to it. It was just a skin toned colour one. I got this in 152, which is light medium. I'm not too sure how many colours they've got in this range, but I really like this powder. I mean, I use a powder every single day because I do have slightly oily skin, and to help my makeup last from like 8 till 8, because that's the kind of work days that I do. It lasted really well, it worked really well at setting my makeup, and yeah, it was just good. What I really liked about this powder as well is that this entire top bit is a mirror. It doesn't have like a casing on and then the mirror, it's just a mirror. So it was really handy to put in my bag and take around with me. And then lastly, I have mascaras. There is more mascaras than anything else. So the first ones that I'll go through are the same brand and same like range, but different makes. That makes no sense. Same brand, same range, different types, kind of. Anyway, these are the Maybelline New York, the Falsies Volume Express mascaras. That's what I'm talking about, mascaras. This one is flared, this one isn't. I don't know why I bought two separate ones, but I did. I bought these in America years ago when I first started getting into makeup, and I just wanted some new mascaras to play with. So this one, don't know if you could be able to see the brush, but it's quite a thick brush. It's got a little bit of a curve to it, but it's quite flat, like within the curve. So that's that one. And then the flared one, again, it's got a very slight curve to it. It's quite a big brush, but it's not as much of a curve, and it's not as flat within the curve. I don't know why I bought both. I don't know why I've used both differently, but here they are. I think I liked them. They weren't amazing, if I recall, and it did take me a long time to use them up because I wasn't super impressed that I was piling loads on. They were okay, but they are definitely not the best mascara that I've ever used, and I don't think I'll be repurchasing these because I do think that Maybelline do better mascaras. So yeah, these were okay for while I was just getting into makeup and trying different things, but I won't be repurchasing them. You'll be able to tell from this mascara Empties that I love Maybelline mascaras. This next one is Maybelline, the 1x1 Volume Express. This must just be like a group that they did. This is, if I recall, a completely different brush. Yeah, so this is a plastic wand. It's circular. Move it out of the light, and it's got little tiny plastic prongs on it. The other ones are more like fibre. This I really liked. It didn't get my lashes as much as other mascaras have done, but I did use this every single day. I think I used it on top of these ones, and yeah, it was just really good. I haven't repurchased it because I found a better one, but I did enjoy using this, you know, while I was using it, and yeah, it did the job, and it was, you know, it was okay. Now I'm going to skip over my next Maybelline one and jump to this one, which is Benefit's Roller Lash. Now, everyone has spoken about Roller Lash. It's one of those really popular mascaras that I think you either love or hate. I really liked it. I bought it again while I was on holiday, not to America, this was somewhere different. Yeah, this is what it looks like. So it's a plastic wand, it's really thin, it's got a little curve to it, it's on a long, there we go, that's where we can see it, it's on a long stick, and I felt like this lasted me ages, like I'm talking months, like months and months. It was really good. I didn't kind of get the hype as much as other people, which is why I haven't repurchased it, but it did the job. It was nice. I just don't personally think it's worth the price tag for this one. There's another one which I'm going to be talking about in a second, which I think is worth it like a lot more, but I did enjoy using this, and it was nice to kind of just try out a more higher end mascara because I've never tried one before. As you can see, I can normally stick with like Maybelline, but yeah, it was nice to try this out. I just won't be repurchasing it. Now the last one I want to talk about is my holy grail mascara, and it's the Maybelline Lash Sensational. Again, everyone has tried this out. I think it's one of the most popular mascaras that are out there at the minute, and it is a much better dupe for the Roller Lash in my personal opinion. This is the first one that I used. I think I've used another one. I'm using one right now which I'm about to run out of, and I have another one in stock for when that one runs out. It's just such a good mascara. So this one again is a curved wand, and it is a plastic brush. So again, it's just a curved brush, plastic wand, tiny little bristles that grab your hairs. After trying Roller Lash, I didn't think that this would like do much for me, and I love it. I have a lash treatment, so I have LVL lashes. This just enhances that, makes my lashes look amazing. It doesn't really flake off with me during the day unless I put it on my bottom lashes as well, and I just love using it. It's so easy. I don't need to put loads and loads and loads of coats on, and it just works really well, so I do really enjoy this as well. This is definitely my #1 mascara. I'm a bit dubious about trying other ones now just because I've liked this so much, but we'll see. So that is all of my makeup empties. I have, since I filmed this one and my previous video, started gathering all my empties together again, so hopefully it won't take me too long to bring out another video like this. Again, I do apologise about the lighting and the sun and everything. I will try and film earlier in the day next week so that this doesn't happen. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and go check me out on my other social media platforms, which are all in my description box below, and let me know if there's any products that you think I should be trying and using up for my face, for my makeup, and I'll link my other empties video below as well. I'll see you next week with another video. Thank you very much for watching. Bye!